There's a silence that can be louder than any alarm clock. It's not the quiet of a peaceful morning. It's an absence, a question mark hanging in the air the moment you wake up. Do you remember a time, maybe years ago, when your body greeted the day with an undeniable, almost inconvenient sign of life, a biological salute to the morning sun? We call it morning wood. It's a locker room joke, a topic of bashful conversation. But what happens when the conversation stops? When the mornings become silent? For many men, this silence begins subtly. One morning it's there, the next it's not. Then a week goes by, then a month, and soon the memory of it feels like a remnant of a younger, more vital you. You might chalk it up to age. I'm not 20 anymore, you tell yourself. You might blame stress, a bad night's sleep, or that extra glass of wine. But deep down, a quiet anxiety takes root. It's a feeling that you've lost something fundamental, a part of your masculinity, your vitality. If you are watching this, it's likely because you felt that silence. And that feeling, that quiet worry, is what I want to talk about today. Because I'm here to tell you that this is not just about sex. It's not just about getting older. That morning signal, or the lack of it, is one of the most honest and powerful messages your body will ever send you. It's a barometer of your health. And for many, it's the very first warning sign that something much more serious is developing, years before any other symptom appears. What if I told you that by understanding this one signal, you could potentially get a 3 to 5 year head start on preventing a heart attack? Today, we are going to break the silence. We will pull back the curtain on the science, decode what your body is desperately trying to tell you, and most importantly, lay out a clear, actionable plan to not just bring back the morning, but to reclaim the health and vitality you thought was gone for good. Stick with me. This conversation could change and even save your life. All right, let's start by giving this phenomenon its proper name. What we casually call morning wood is known in the medical world as Nocturnal Penile Tumescence, or NPT. As a urologist for over 2 decades, I've had countless men sit in my office, shoulders slumped, and sheepishly admit, "Doc, it's just not happening in the morning anymore." The first thing I do is reassure them. This is not a failure of virility. It's a piece of data. So what is NPT? It's a series of involuntary erections that happen while you sleep, typically during the deepest stage of sleep known as REM, rapid eye movement. A healthy man can have 3 to 5 of these erections per night, each lasting anywhere from 20 to 50 minutes. The one you notice upon waking is simply the last one in that nightly cycle. Now, a common myth is that these are caused by sexually charged dreams or a full bladder. While a full bladder can sometimes stimulate a reflex erection, it's not the primary driver of NPT. The real reason is a fascinating interplay of your neurology and your hormones. Think of it this way. Throughout the day, your brain releases a neurotransmitter called norepinephrine. This chemical is part of your fight-or-flight system and acts as a natural erection off switch. It's a good thing. Otherwise, life could get awkward. But when you enter REM sleep, the release of this off-switch chemical is suppressed. This allows other systems to take over. Your body, free from the anti-erection signals, initiates a kind of systems check. Blood flows into the penis, nourishing the tissues with oxygen, and essentially exercising the intricate vascular mechanics required for an erection. It is your body's built-in maintenance program, running diagnostics every single night to keep the plumbing in working order. Okay, so if this is a normal process, how does age fit in? It's true that the frequency and rigidity of these nocturnal erections change over a man's life. A study published long ago in the American Journal of Psychiatry tracked this, and the results are still relevant today. It showed that nocturnal erections are most frequent and last the longest in adolescence, then gradually decline with age. A male in his 20s might experience them almost every night. In his 40s, maybe it's 3 to 4 times a week. By his 60s, it might be once or twice a week, and perhaps less firm than before. This gradual decline is a normal part of aging. Tissue elasticity changes, hormone levels shift, and nerve responses can slow down slightly. So here is the crucial distinction. A gradual decrease is normal. A sudden or complete disappearance is a red flag. If you've gone from fairly regular morning erections to absolutely none over the course of a few months, your body is not just getting older. It's sending a distress signal. It's trying to alert you to an underlying problem. The question is, what is that problem? The answer is often not where men think it is. Many come to me convinced it has to be low testosterone. And while hormones play a role, the real story is often found flowing, or not flowing, through your veins. Years ago, coal miners would bring a canary down into the mines. The canaries were more sensitive to toxic gases than humans. If the bird stopped singing, the miners knew the air was becoming dangerous, and they had to get out immediately, long before they themselves felt any effects. The canary was their early warning system. For men over 35, the complete loss of nocturnal erections is the modern-day canary in the coal mine for your health. Why? Because a healthy erection is, at its core, a cardiovascular event. It requires healthy, flexible blood vessels, good nerve signaling, and adequate blood flow. And the arteries in the penis are tiny, only 1 to 2 millimeters in diameter. For comparison, the coronary arteries that supply your heart are 3 to 4 millimeters. Now imagine a slow, silent disease process is starting in your body. Let's call it endothelial dysfunction. The endothelium is the delicate inner lining of all your blood vessels. When it gets damaged by high blood pressure, high cholesterol, high blood sugar, or inflammation, it becomes less flexible and plaque starts to build up. Which pipe do you think will get blocked first? The smallest one, of course. The delicate machinery of your erections will fail long before you feel a single chest pain. The silence in the morning is the canary falling off its perch. It's an alarm bell for your vascular health, often sounding 3 to 5 years before a major cardiovascular event like a heart attack or stroke might occur. So when you lose that morning signal, we have to look deeper. We need to consider 4 key areas. First is vascular health. We're talking about high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and atherosclerosis, or the hardening of the arteries. The inability to have nocturnal erections is often the very first noticeable symptom of cardiovascular disease. Second is metabolic health, which is closely linked to vascular health. Conditions like insulin resistance, prediabetes, and full-blown type 2 diabetes wreak havoc on your blood vessels and nerves, as high blood sugar is toxic to that delicate endothelial lining. Third, we have hormonal health. Yes, testosterone is important. It fuels your libido and plays a supportive role. But many men mistakenly think it's the on-off switch, when the real problem is the vascular plumbing. We also have to consider thyroid hormones and the stress hormone, cortisol, which can disrupt the entire system. Finally, there is neurological and psychological health. Conditions like sleep apnea are a huge, often missed culprit. If you're constantly waking up because you can't breathe, you're not getting into that deep REM sleep. Furthermore, the oxygen deprivation is catastrophic for your vascular system. Chronic stress, anxiety, and depression also play a major role, flooding your body with those erection-off switch chemicals. Do you see it now? The silence in the morning isn't a bedroom problem. It's a boardroom meeting of your entire body's systems, and they're delivering a unanimous vote of no confidence. But this is not a death sentence. It is an invitation. It's your body inviting you to take back control. And now, we're going to talk about exactly how to do that. Okay, this is the most important part of our conversation. This is where we move from understanding the problem to actively solving it. I'm going to give you a 5-step framework. This isn't a quick fix or a magic pill. This is a strategic plan to rebuild your health from the ground up. First, you must make a mindset shift from shame to surveillance. Before you do anything else, you must do this. You have to fundamentally change how you view this issue. The shame, the anxiety, the feeling of lost masculinity. Put all of that aside. Replace it with the mindset of a detective. The absence of morning wood is no longer a personal failing. It is a health metric. It's a data point just like your blood pressure. This mindset is the foundation for everything that follows. Second, the investigation. A good detective gathers evidence, so your first stop is your doctor. Be direct. You can say something like, "I've noticed a significant loss of my morning erections, and I've learned this can be an early sign of other issues. I want to be proactive and investigate my health." You need to know your key numbers. Ask for a comprehensive blood panel that includes a lipid panel for cholesterol, your blood pressure, your hemoglobin A1C, to check blood sugar control, a comprehensive hormone panel for testosterone and related hormones, and a high-sensitivity C-reactive protein test to check for inflammation. And be honest about your sleep. You may need a sleep study to rule out sleep apnea. Third, move your body to reopen the channels. If erections are a cardiovascular event, then cardiovascular exercise is the best medicine. Your goal should be a combination of aerobic exercise and resistance training. Aim for about 150 minutes of moderate intensity cardio per week, like brisk walking or cycling. Then, add in resistance training like lifting weights 2 to 3 times a week. This improves blood vessel function, helps control blood sugar, and can boost testosterone. Think of it as actively pressure washing the plaque out of your body's plumbing. Fourth, fuel your system with an anti-inflammatory diet. You cannot out-exercise a bad diet. Your focus should be on whole foods. This means loading up on leafy greens like spinach and arugula, which are packed with nitrates. It means embracing healthy fats from olive oil, avocados, and nuts, and prioritizing omega-3s from fatty fish like salmon. Fill your plate with colorful fruits and vegetables. At the same time, you must minimize or eliminate processed foods, sugary drinks, and refined carbohydrates. Every meal is a choice. You are either fueling health or fueling disease. Fifth, master your recovery through sleep and stress management. This last step is the one most men ignore, and it can undo all your other hard work. Sleep is a non-negotiable biological necessity. Create a sleep sanctuary that is dark, quiet, and cool. Avoid screens before bed and try to maintain a consistent schedule. If you suspect sleep apnea, getting it treated can be life-changing. For stress, you must find an outlet. This could be meditation, deep breathing, a walk in nature, or a hobby. Just 5 to 10 minutes a day of mindfulness can dramatically lower stress hormones and calm your nervous system. This 5-step plan, mindset, investigation, movement, fuel, and recovery, is your roadmap. We began this conversation in the silence of the morning with a feeling of loss and anxiety. I hope that by now you see that silence not as an ending, but as a beginning. The disappearance of your morning erections is not your body failing you. It's your body informing you. It's giving you a precious gift, the gift of time. Time to make changes, to reverse course, to become the steward of your own health. This journey is about so much more than fixing morning wood. It's about ensuring you have the vitality and health to be present for your family, to excel in your work, to enjoy your passions for decades to come. It's about making sure your heart is as strong as you want your erections to be. The steps are clear. The science is on your side. The choice now rests with you. Will you listen to the silence? Will you accept your body's invitation to get stronger, healthier, and more vital than you have been in years? I believe you will. The new morning is waiting. If this video has been helpful, please consider subscribing for more evidence-based content that puts your health back in your hands. And share your journey, your questions, or your own insights in the comments below. You are not alone in this, and your story could inspire someone else to take that first crucial step. Thank you for your time and your courage. Be well.